tuned in already, the first battles are going to be 2 rounds each. 75 seconds are allotted to each athlete. And they're going to be judged off statics, dynamics, combinations, and total performance. And I guess a little bit of crowd reaction, even though that's not in the rules, but I'm guessing the crowd could influence the judges.
Yeah, that's a good thing right there. We have 4 great judges today. Ed from the Bar Stars. We also have Samuel from the Bar Stars. Fitness Buddha from Johnny's team also. Team Incredible. And his last jobs.
And I don't know if any of you guys watch American Ninja Warrior fitness class. Premier Delgado, one of the judges, who is one of the pioneers of the sport. He's been on, I think, 2 seasons now of American Ninja Warrior. Okay.
Right, athletes, you guys are probably asking me, wondering how many rounds you got. You got 2 rounds of 90 seconds, but you don't have to use the whole 90 seconds. I repeat, you don't have to use the whole 90 seconds. You can just use 10 seconds to jump off.
So I said 75 seconds earlier. It's going to be 90 seconds.
And each athlete, they don't have to use all the time limit that they have. They can use as much time as they need, but they only have a limit of 90 seconds.
Which brings into like a lot more strategy into it. You know, do you want to stay fresh for your second round? Do you want to like use all your time to show off like everything you could do? You know, so they got some decisions to make out there.
That's it, strategy based. It might be best to use like 40, 45 seconds, 50 seconds at the most. The rest, this guy might use all 90. Now he might be spent. So
yeah, I would think since it's a four battle tournament that a lot of athletes probably will not want to use that full 90 seconds.
I believe so. It might be a few moves, a few combinations here. All right, I'm down. There we go, Gavin.
They're just getting warm now. That's Gavin Motion on the bar. And of course, that's Daniel Lazons. Everyone knows a 2-time world champion. He won't be competing till later on today.
Yeah. Cade on the hand, Preliminaries.
Big shout out to the judges again. We got Eduard, we got Fabian, we got Fitness Buddha, and we got Fitness Blast.
City Blue on the bar.
Athletes, make sure your shoes are tight and they're on. Shoes on.
Right now, all the guys are still getting warmed up. The competition should kick off in the next 5 to 10 minutes. So make sure you stay tuned for all day, everyone.
I'm actually really excited for it to start.
Yeah, because it seems like this year, a lot of more guys came out to it. Yeah, a lot of more guys came out. But let's think about our community. Guys come from London, from all across the world, you know, to compete for things like
all over the country and all across the world.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy.
It's just always one big family.
Well, the UFCL is really coming up, you know, a really respected federation now.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Sergio, you ready? I will be checking my Instagram from time to time. If you want to ask me any questions, I will be answering questions on the air. So send me a DM to my Instagram, which is Johnny Incredibles with a K, and I will be answering questions online.
It's Also, I'm the same way. If you have any questions about calisthenics or just fitness in general, DM me, Rashad_Bar_None. I got you.
Right now, they're just going through the rules with the athletes, so we should be starting momentarily. That's Jay Small Spartan giving the instructions to the athletes.
Street workout! Street workout! Street workout!
We're about to start. And the feeling of competing, it's really, really different. I'm actually really happy I'm here today, but I know like when you're about to compete, you're ready to go. Sometimes you have a little nerves, but like it's pretty an exciting day. I'm sure all these athletes are ready to go. We're gonna see some pretty great performances today.
Oh yeah. Like I said, my very first professional battle was the Battle of the Bars. So it was no time to be nervous.
I think I actually saw that.
Yeah,
I did see that.
In Chicago.
Yes.
Yeah, that was my very first battle. So.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was you.
Yeah. So like you said, it's no time to be nervous, man. You really.
Right when you said that, I was like, I seen that battle actually.
Yeah. That was my very first battle.
And here we go. This is Cory Serrata. He's going to be going up against Sergio from the Bar Vibe crew, straight out of Miami. Let's go.
All right.
He's going to start off on the dip bars, full planche.
That's a full planche.
And he definitely got the 3 seconds. Definitely got the 3 seconds.
All right. Going up to the high bar.
Here we go.
Casto 360. Front spin. Least grip 360.
Being the first guy up could be a little nerve-wracking, but he looks ready to go.
Straddle planche, there we go. Clean.
That's
there we go.
back lever pull-ups.
There we go.
And into the one arm. Trying to get the crowd into it.
Yeah.
And he definitely holds his statics for the 3 seconds plus.
Oh yeah. And Cory's a young guy, what, 17 years old?
17 years old.
17 years old, yeah.
Big things coming for this one.
Oh yeah.
Finishes with a flyaway. Is that his time? Is he going to still go?
All right.
That's his round.
So he used his time wisely. Next up we have Sergio.
Sergio, he's been competing a lot recently. He came up to New York for the call out. He did the UFCL events, and he's getting like a pretty long resume.
All right. There you go. Getting the crowd into it.
And again, this is the first battle of a 16-man competition. That didn't look planned to me. He might have some nerves.
Yeah.
It doesn't look as clean as I've seen him on his videos.
Yeah, especially in big competition with other big athletes right now, but he's holding his own right now.
He's hitting his tricks and he's flowing.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Hey. I think those nerves are gone now.
And time on the bar sometimes can make up for not being clean.
Yeah. There we go. Like you said, I think he started off with a little nerve, but he kicked into it.
He's going to have to do a little better at the end, but he definitely had a good recovery.
He came into it.
It looks like he's going to go into a Hefesto here.
Let's see what he got.
That's a tough move.
Yeah. And drop down to a front lever. There we go. Good hold.
And I would say he's definitely behind, but you never know how the judges might see things.
Yeah. Don't forget about the guest host, man. Small spotter, J. Chris, man. This man here has energy for days.
If the athletes aren't hyped up, Jay's going to make sure they're hyped up.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
The whole entire competition. All right, Cory with a cross grip front lever.
Cross grip front lever. It's not as clean as can be, but not bad.
All right.
To start off a set with a static, to me that makes things look
bar, straddle clinch.
Off of this set, it looks like Sergio's got a lot to make up.
Oh, what pull-ups.
He looks like he's showing slowing down a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was a pretty good set overall, especially the way it started out.
He still has more time to go, so he's gonna go back. I think he's going with a floor game. There we go, he's going to a straddle. Hell yes. Straight to the handstand.
Hollow back.
Hollow back.
He misses it. That is definitely going to be an opportunity for Sergio to get back into this battle.
It definitely is. I think Sergio might have to throw a little bit more statics to catch him.
He missed a couple moves at the end. He leaves it open. Sergio, if he hits a big set, this is anybody's game right now. He's definitely warm now. 540? Oh, he misses it.
He went for a big move, he missed it.
I've seen him miss that in the competition before.
All right. Oh. 2 misses. I don't know.
I mean, he's still got a lot of time left to change the judge's mind.
Yeah. From here on out, he got to go with what he knows. All right. He redeemed himself, man.
You know what happens when you go into a competition, the energy is a little turned up, your muscles get tighter faster, and like it looks like that might have what happened to Sergio. I've seen him look a lot better in his videos and at other competitions. To me, it looks like it just wasn't his day today, but I'm sure he'll be back. And again, you'll never know how the judges seen it.
Oh yeah. Overall, it was a great battle between 2 young men. You can tell Cory may have a little bit more condition than Sergio slightly. But I think Cory has more experience also because he's battling in different competitions. So he kind of knows how to play his tune a little bit better than Sergio.
And maybe he just came in a little bit warmer. You know, if the battle was 10 minutes from now, Sergio might have had better sets. You know, I know he has it in him. And here it is, the judge's decision.
And the winner is of the first round, and it's Cory.
Cory goes through. We're definitely going to be seeing more of Sergio in the future. Today just wasn't his day.
Oh, now we got more people coming. Yo, Miami.
It's great to see the young guys, man. It's great to see the young guys. Especially you have older guys like me and Johnny who've been doing it for years. And, it's good to see the younger crew come in and keep it going and make it more exciting.
They take it to the next level.
They do. They do. There's some things they try. I'd be like, I wouldn't try that when I was my younger 20s.
It was different.
Yeah.
It was a different sport.
Yeah. So next up we have
James Auslager and Young and Hungry.
I think he's Miami-based too, I believe.
I know he's formerly of the Bar Crazy crew, but he's been training with Denex a lot recently.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure who's he affiliated with directly, but we'll see what he has today. It's going to be a tough battle coming up.
Oh, yeah.
I know Young and Hungry. He's done Battle of the Bars. He's done a lot of competitions. John Auslager's been competing a lot in the last year.
I think John didn't make it.
James.
Yeah. Like I know John, not here now. I think it's James.
John is his brother.
Yeah.
If you follow the sport, you probably know who he is.
Oh yeah.
He's a great competitor.
Surprised he's not here now.
Oh no, it looks like it's going to be Junior Turbo actually.
All right.
I guess we got the list mixed up.
All right.
It's going to be Junior Turbo and Connor Tyson. Junior Turbo is a legend in the sport. He hasn't competed a lot in the last couple of years. He's been to 2 super finals. The only American that's ever been to 2 super finals. He's definitely one to watch today.
Oh yeah. All right. We're kicking off.
That is bent arm, but he is holding it for a couple seconds.
So they might give him some mini.
He'll get some points from that.
Points, but not the most he could have gotten.
Into the Victorian, right into a front lever, showing a lot of strength.
Oh, yeah.
Looking to the crowd.
He maybe redeemed himself with his static power because that front lever was clean.
And this is not as easy as it looks. These guys make it look easy, but I promise you it's definitely not 100%.
Even the basics, even just going to a simple thing as a back lever.
He's having a very nice dynamic day. I know Turbo's definitely gonna have to say something about those statics.
He got a lot of transfer. He had another transfer again. Yeah.
He used all his time. He used all his time.
All right, Junior Turbo's up. All right. Okay.
And he's moving pretty good.
Took a small bump.
He took a fall.
Nick Haynes.
He walks into a front lever, hits it.
Yeah. Kick through to a Dynamo Mufesto.
Back into a dislocation front lever.
Yeah.
But he didn't hit those for 3 seconds. I wonder how the judge is going to see that.
They might give him to him. They maybe not because he actually completed. Great straddle clinch. He has more time left. One arm back lever drop down. I think they're both trying to reserve some big moves for their next round.
And I could see their muscles got really tight really quickly. This is a really close battle.
Yeah.
I have really no idea how the judge is going to see that. Turbo statics were a little cleaner. The dynamics definitely went to Connor. And that fall, Turbo might be a little behind here. If Connor moves on, that would be an upset.
Wow! This second round will be determining everything.
And he's coming in flying. He's trying to take this battle. He probably could see that he's ahead, and he's trying to close things out.
I think he's playing it safe because he knows he's above right now. He knows he has more points right now in the bracket. So I do believe he's playing it safe.
He does look like he's playing it a little safe. He's not going for big risky moves.
He's keeping the flow going, doing transitions, which is a good thing to do.
This move, the end of his round definitely slowed down a lot. Turbo definitely has like a big chance to come in and steal this round and steal this battle. Out of all the 3 rounds, I think Connor had the best out of the 3 rounds, but he also had the worst.
Yeah.
So everything's going to be decided, it looks, by Turbo's final round.
Yeah. At times, you see a guy on the bar doing movements. He's doing movements, but it might not be as good as the next guy. The guy might do small movements, but he gets more points because it's
keeping busy on the bar is definitely worth something.
Yeah. All right.
And Turbo is going to do some groundwork. That's a flat pull-up. He is definitely trying to steal this round.
Yeah.
That might make things even. It could come down to this final minute.
Like I said.
And he's going to go for a back neck hold. Does he hit it? He hits it for time.
Oh, yeah.
This is a close battle. If Turbo could keep it clean, I think he might take this. A Victorian. He looked like he went for a Vincent there, but he came out of it. He's going for this handstand. If he hits this handstand, he does not hit it. This is going to be a close battle for the judges to call.
Drop down to him. One arm clinch. It's definitely gonna be close. It's definitely gonna be close.
Let's go, Jay. What are you telling me? Make some noise, cuz.
I'm way better.
Hey.
It's definitely going to be a close decision.
Very close decision. I think Turbo might have edged it out. You never know how the judges see things.
It might be a very close decision. The judges might take a moment to figure this one on out. And you watch it, it's very close. You can tell who has it.
And here's the judge's decision.
You don't get anyone sport like this, baby. I'm telling you that now.
I've got the timer, everything. Hey.
And the winner is of the second round of the Ultimate Freestyle Calisthenics League. 3, 2, 1.
So Connor takes it over
Connor goes through.
Hey, wait, hey.
That is an upset.
Very big upset. But it's also a close battle. Very close battle between the two guys.
Big shout out to the sponsors, big shout out to FREESTYLE. And we get the CEO himself right in front of me. Big shout out to all the Freestyle Calisthenics League. Without them, we would not be here. And big shout out to Kangaroo Pro. Without them, the boss would be here. God damn, we're doing a good job. Big shout out to
So the next battle up should be Cristian 98K versus Cade Hardin.
Cristian 98K.
I wonder why this battle got skipped.
No, I think James Oslaka never showed up.
James is not here.
James not here.
Do we know? We don't know who's going to replace him yet, right?
James, not sure.
As soon as we find out who's taking James' place in the tournament, you know, we will let you guys know. But this is going to be Cristian 98K, Cade Hardin. Cade Hardin has been competing a lot this year, and he's definitely one to watch in this tournament. Maybe one of the favorites of the tournament.
Also, I think his training buddy is James Oslaka. So he does a lot of training with those guys, so you know he has a lot of gear.
Yeah, that's it.
Means we're definitely probably going to see a planche at some point.
Oh yeah.
Met him yesterday.
Full pull-ups to a front lever. It's one of the things he likes to go to.
Let's go, boys.
Front lever to straight pull-ups. It's a go-to move for him.
A lot of strength.
Yeah, it's a go-to move for him.
And he starts off flying. And you could see this is not the cleanest he's been. I've seen him look cleaner than this.
Yeah.
But he's still having a great round. In the first round, you know, it could be enough to go through regardless.
But he's landing all these tricks. He's still landing his moves.
Yeah, to the average watcher, you wouldn't realize that he's not being clean.
Oh, yeah.
But I've seen these moves so many times. I could see when he comes up to the top, he hits it at 95% or 100%.
Yeah.
And that was about 95% on some of those moves.
But like we always say, it's nerves, I believe. I think once your nerves kicks in that first round, the second round's always better because you're at that point where it's like, all right, it's out of my system now.
Yeah,
It's out of my
definitely.
system now.
Strength and flexibility, the V-sit into a straddle planche.
Clean hold.
It wasn't quite 3 seconds, but it might have been good enough to get some points.
Wait till they finish. I think one of them actually happened right now.
The T-bar flow, Cali roll,
Oh, yeah. I think he's going to use his whole timer.
backflip. Oh, almost took the camera guy's head off.
down. We all know the risk of being underpaid. We all know the risk of being on the floor.
100%.
We all know the risk.
I always got my head took off a lot of times.
Oh yeah. So Cade, he used his entire time.
That was a strong round.
Yeah.
Very strong round.
Entire round. Oh, Christian's up now.
And he's not as clean as can be either.
Didn't look a little rocky. Look a little rocky on his planche, on his high bar planche. Back lever pull-ups to a one-arm back lever.
A lot of strength in this set. Mostly strength. He hasn't hit any dynamics yet. There's a dynamic judge, so if he doesn't hit any dynamics, it's not going to look good for his round. And I would say he would be way behind, because Cade hit really good dynamics.
Yeah, it's like, no, the guy who did a mixture of both.
You got to mix it up.
Yeah.
You got to be a hybrid to move on.
Yeah.
Again, I would say Junior Turbo, he only threw one dynamic move the whole round, so he didn't probably get a lot of dynamic points. So either while you're watching him battle, you might think he looked clean and strong, but if he only threw 1-360 in both rounds, he missed out on a whole judge's points opportunity for points.
Yeah. And these competitions are based upon skill level. You can't go in and do hella handstands, hella front levers if you're gonna beat somebody.
You got to do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, you had to come in and mix it all up. You have to mix it all up.
Especially to come out of a 16-man tournament. You might get through one round maybe by not mixing it up, but there's no way you're gonna be four guys.
Okay, back to a strand 7K, front 2-finger front lever.
But Cade had 2 misses this round. 2 misses, which that leaves it open.
Yeah.
That leaves it open. But Cristian would have to hit some dynamics if he's going to come back.
But so far, everything that Cade's done, he had 2 misses, but he threw more dynamics his first round.
And his statics look a little cleaner to me.
Yeah.
He's going to go into that front lever. He's going to drop it down nice and slow. He didn't hit it. He goes right into that back lever. It's the end of the round. It looks like he's probably a little fatigued.
Yeah. I think he's going for just points. He's going for points.
He knows he's ahead.
So, last round, if Cristian doesn't throw any dynamics, it's a great chance that Cade might take this one.
If he don't hit at least, I would say minimum 2 to 3 dynamic moves in this set, I can't see the judges putting him through. Even though he looks amazing. He looks amazing, but that's a big mistake when you're battling, especially in these big competitions.
Oh, yeah.
All these guys could throw all of the moves, so you gotta throw the good amount.
Yeah, throw the moves. And even with big moves, if you're gonna try a big move, I think it's always best to try it early. You never want to try it when you're neck and neck with another guy.
Yeah.
You know, you first come out, all right, I try 540. If I miss it, all right, I go to what I know now, and I just make it clean. There's no point of throwing a 540 your last round.
And that'd be the last thing the judges see if you miss it.
Yeah, you went for a big move and you missed. And the other guy landed two or three basic moves, but he landed those moves.
And he looks amazing. He's hitting some amazing static moves. He's adding a lot of personal style into it, but without hitting some dynamics.
Some of his moves are coming repetitive now because we have saw this the first round.
But again, you never know how the judges see things.
Yeah. I just think he didn't throw enough dynamics to try to take this one. I think he's kind of going, like I said, he's going with what he knows now. So that's the round.
That'll be the conclusion of the battle. We're going to see who's going to go through here. That's Jacobel. She's going to raise the hand of one of them. And is it going to be Cade or Cristian? We're going to see in a second.
3, 2, 1,
Cade goes through.
takes it.
After seeing that battle, I think like Cade is definitely one to watch it in this tournament. He won that pretty convincingly, and it wasn't like the other guy probably had the second best performance of the tournament.
Yeah, exactly. So,
but in this battle, he just went up against somebody who was on the money right now, hitting all his moves.
I think Cade, like I said, Cade, he threw moves, but I think he played it safe too, because like you said, we also have more battles to go. So I think he played it safe. He threw moves, and he'll play it safe. He'll throw a move, play it safe.
I could see him possibly going through to the final eventually, but we'll see.
Still a lot to come. Stay tuned.
Well, what's good?
What's going on? What's going on?
Commentators, guys.
DJ.
So next up, we have one of my teammates from Memphis, Tennessee, Golden.
It's Golden versus Ian Coffey. These are two pretty much heavyweights in this sport. I believe both of them weighed about from 180 to 190.
Like I said, we're teammates back home from Memphis, Tennessee, so I pretty much know his moves. I know I can call him out right now.
That's how I was with Turbo. I've been training with Turbo from the beginning. And he came ready to go.
Okay.
Whenever I see a competition, I always get the itch.
Yeah.
I always get the itch. I wish I was in there.
It's like, we're sitting over here looking at it. We both kind of itching for it. That's one of the moves I notice him catch all the time, at least go 360.
He just doesn't look as warm as he could possibly be.
He doesn't. And I see him, we work out every day together, but I know.
I seen him in here yesterday. He was hitting all these moves.
I know the moves he has in store. I don't know if he's going to throw it, but he has a few moves in store.
He looks a little tight today.
Yeah.
Sometimes though, you hit a good static. That's all you need to loosen you up. And that was like looked like a little bit too strong.
Yeah.
And it was a rough round, but that doesn't mean he can't recover and take the battle later on.
So he decides to use all his time pretty much. So next we have
Ian Coffey, all the way from the UK. And it looks like he's going to start with a wrist front lever, and it looks strict AF.
Yes. He said that line was perfect.
And he goes right into a straddle planche. It doesn't look like the straightest straddle planche.
But it's great to see taller guys going for big dynamics, like big statics like that, shall I say. Because you have more length to cover than a shorter guy.
Yeah, it's like less leverage.
Yeah, you have more to cover.
And it looks like the way he started his round, that it looks like he might be playing a little safe because he's seen his opponent went up first and had a little bit of a rough go. But here we go with the dynamic flow. He misses his moves. And he looks a little relaxed right now.
Yeah.
That might come back to haunt him later on.
So right now, it probably can go in either way.
It looked like he wanted to go for an impossible there, and he came out of it. He didn't look like he had the strength for it.
Yeah.
Into a handstand, he's not fully extended, and I would say he is ahead.
I would say he's ahead too,
but it's still anyone's game.
Yeah.
He's not too far ahead.
No. I say 1-2 dynamic moves from Golden will probably catch him up.
I know I'd probably be a little tight, but after seeing this tournament, I really wish I was in this tournament. I really wish.
If I would have thought about it, I was like, nah.
All right, here he goes. He's coming back out for the second round, ready to go.
Switchblade.
And he clears it into the basket. And that's what you call flow. Hits that back lever strong.
You got a little small sport, man. He gets right in your face. Put some flow into you, man.
If your energy's not high, you're gonna get it up.
Put some flow into you, man. Put some flow into you.
And it looked like he wanted to go for a planche right there and came out of it.
Came out of it.
When I see athletes come out with their head down in this position, to me it's just like it's going to be hard for them to come back.
Yeah.
You know, you want to come off the bar looking strong, looking like a champion. The judges see your facial expressions, and you know, I'm sure that that's going to make you lose a little points.
Yeah, they can tell when an athlete's endurance is getting low. They can tell. Like, I don't know how much he has left, but they know it's not as much when he came out when he first started. Ooh. Right now, it feels anybody's battle.
And it looks like he doesn't want to utilize his time. To me, that would be a mistake.
Went for a big move. He missed it. Kofi has one more round to go, so let's see what he brings out to the table.
But to me, I feel like he quit on that move. His hands touched the bar, but he didn't catch the bar. It looks like he just wasn't happy with his performance.
Yeah, like he spent the remainder of his time just because he had time left, not because he really wanted to throw a move. I have time left, I guess I'll just spend the rest of it.
But this is not over. Kofi still has to finish to win. You never know what's going to happen.
In a dynamic battle, let's see. Oh, that might have cost him. He slipped. He was going for a 360.
And both these guys look tight. They are heavyweights. You know, it is a little bit more difficult for them to move around. Later on, we have Breezy and the Muscle Beach King. That's a rematch from the last FIBO event where Muscle Beach King came out on top, and not a lot of people saw that coming. So it looks like they matched him up again, and he'll have an opportunity to show if that was an upset or if it was, you know.
I never knew who won that battle. I just remember when I saw it, but I never knew who won, so okay. Yeah. That's going to be a nice one.
We also have LOD and Wamu. We have Cameron Taylor with Jacob Rivera. And then we also have Young and Hungry. He's going to go up against somebody, an alternate that's replacing James Oshlager.
So that was the end of that battle. The judges are about to make a decision, and we'll let you know, guys, who wins.
And this is the preliminary tournament. The main event championship tournament is coming up later on in the day. Definitely stay tuned for that. That's gonna these really high flyers. Two-time world champion Daniel Lazons, Brazilian Blue, who's a Battle of the Bars champion.
Who else we have in there? Clinch Perfect, Ian.
We're gonna see some strong dynamics.
Nikki Bates.
And they're all in the house already.
Yeah. Starboard Asian.
We got Bar Sparta, we got Bar Crazy, Bar Stars, Team Incredibles. We got all the biggest teams in the country here. We're ready to go. West Coast Warriors. It's lit. It's lit.
All over the world.
And here it is, the judge's decision.
All right. So Kofi takes it over Golden. I said 2 heavyweights. It was a nice battle to watch. Both guys are tall, both guys are big. Like I said, you have to give it up for the big guys, man, because the big guys, they had to put a little bit more work in than the smaller guys.
So another thing I want the people tuning in to realize is just because Kofi didn't have the strongest performance in his first battle, sometimes it's survive and advance. He went through, now he's warm. His second battle, he might come in and he might kill it.
Yeah.
And if you're in it, you have a chance to win it.
That's all it is.
He's one of the final 8 now. Before it was 16, he's going to be in the final 8. and he still has an opportunity in this thing.
And that's what it's about. Like you said, you come out, your nerves are getting you. Once you survive the first round, okay, so all right, now I'm good to go. Now I'm good to throw these big moves now. I'm good. I have no fear now. But yeah. So this should be a good one. This is going to be a good one.
Let's give it up for our host, Small Spartan.
Oh, yeah.
Muscle Beach King and Breezy Bar Crazy from New York City. My first battle was against Breezy Bar Crazy, and the call out, I came in thinking I was gonna kill him. I was a big underdog, and I was an underdog for a reason because I lost that one. But I know my nerves they got up. That's how I know how these competitors feel.
Yeah.
Your muscles get tight. It's not like a practice. In practice, you'll flow, you'll kill it. But when you step up for a competition, sometimes
it's different.
It's just a different energy.
It's different. Like I said, my first battle was the battle of the bars. I wasn't nervous to the people. I was nervous more against the guys I was battling because of the people. Like, I'm used to people looking at me doing stuff back at home where I'm from. But when you're in a competition, you're actually in a competition. It's not, I go up down freestyle, I come down.
Yeah, that's your set.
I'm not set.
That's your set.
It's like I have to beat the next guy. So it's like your mind is racing. Catch these moves, don't fall. How was my static? Did I hold it long enough?
Muscle Beach King is on the bar. Here we go. And Breezy Bar Crazy over here looking focused.
Man.
Muscle Beach King has started off with a static set.
Man. That's a big boy.
And he's holding it there for time. The judges see that. When you hold something for 5 seconds, the minimum requirement is 3.
Yeah.
When you go 5, 7, 10 seconds, the judges see that, they give you a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Boost your score way up.
So he started with a full static set. He started with a full static set. That was nice.
He came to play.
That was nice.
He came to play.
He came. Like I said, this is a rematch from last year.
Remember, Breezy was a big favorite last year, and he didn't come out of that battle.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's going to want to prove something today.
Yeah.
And he's definitely one to watch in this tournament. He could win this whole thing. That's some groundwork.
Oh yeah.
Old school.
Oh, killing it. Killing it.
Anytime you see someone do groundwork, especially in a competition, you know they've been doing the sport for a while.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Confident groundwork too. He dropped right down to it.
He's ready. He got that attitude.
We got Breezy going up.
Now we got Breezy. He's all chalked up, ready to go. It looks like he's going to start with a static set too. Got that New York swag.
Going down for impossible dip.
Impossible. He's not going all the way down though, but it's enough to show some style. And he locked those arms out. The judges could see that. He didn't get his hips high enough, but he got 3 seconds in. And he goes back into it. Looks right at the host.
Yeah.
And he moves the mat out of the way. He's one of the taller guys, so I could see why he would want to move the mat out of the way so he can get full extension on his body.
Because sometimes the mat can grip your feet, slow your flow down, slow your rhythm down. Sometimes it's best to go without a mat.
Here we go into a baby giant, into an alley-oop, lands hard on the bar, but keeps the flow going, recovers.
The bar's a little slippery too, but
That's a planche, a bent arm planche. Then he comes into his front lever, pull over, it styles into a back lever, holds it, pull up.
Yeah.
So he hit the statics, he hit the dynamics. He's got to be ahead in this round.
Yeah. So it looks like he's going to use his whole time frame, try to stack as many points as he possibly can.
He got endurance forever. I've worked out with this guy a lot. He does not get off the bar.
Dude.
If I want to do my set, I have to ask him, Breezy, could I go now?
We went to visit down there with the Brooklyn Zoo. He had about a minute and 15 second set. I was like, "You're not tired?" He's like, "Nah, man. I'm gonna get some water. I'm gonna go right back."
Everyone on the Bar Crazy team has crazy endurance. They're known for it, and Breezy showed that in his first round. I would say he's well ahead, and after seeing that, I would say he's got to be one of the favorites. If he doesn't get tired, if his endurance stays up, I could see him making all the way to the final and taking the whole competition.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I can call it now. I say the two I see making to the end might be Breezy and Cade.
Right now, they are having the best performance. This battle is still going on. Muscle Beach King could throw a nice dynamic set here, get himself right back into it. Oh. He does throw big moves. He got a lot of pop, especially for a heavyweight.
Oh yeah, this big guy, 200 pounds.
And here's his dynamics. That's some old school flow. I knew when I saw the push-off. Oh. He missed the move. When you're behind and you're an underdog, you can't be missing moves.
You can't. Because like I said, you are the underdog. They expect for you to miss moves.
Especially Breezy sees that, so Breezy knows he doesn't have to throw his biggest combination out. He stays for a minute on the bar, doesn't fall, throws a basic flow, and he's going on to the second round.
Definitely. Unless Muscle Beach throws a great combination here that keeps it going, he might not get this one.
And Muscle Beach King, he actually looks really good today,
He does.
but it might not be the best matchup for him today.
Yeah. Right now, Breezy slightly has the better performance right now.
Yeah.
Slightly has the better performance right now.
He's not too far ahead, but he's ahead.
Yeah, exactly.
And knowing Breezy, he's going to throw those dynamics, he's going to hit those statics. So unless something drastic happens here, it looks like it's going to be Breezy moving on. And that's another fall. Remember, he had that fall in his first set too.
Yeah.
It wasn't a fall, but it wasn't a very smooth transition.
Oh, okay. He's keeping the flow going.
That is not the best looking planche, but he is ahead, so it looks like he's going to go for a Hefesto here.
A Festo or maybe a Dislocate 360. But judging by the hands, it might be a Festo, yeah.
And he doesn't get all the extension.
Yeah.
It's not the prettiest. Breezy's second round wasn't as strong as his first round.
Oh no.
It's a very clean back lever. To that front lever.
I think he's reserving some moves. Sometimes you can be too reserved and you have moves you know you can catch every time, but you don't throw them because you're waiting for the next round. You're saving moves for the next round.
They got 4 battles.
Yeah,
4 battles is a lot of battles.
Yeah.
It's 8 rounds.
Yeah. So you try not to throw the heavier moves, and sometimes it can cause you. You throw these big moves now, you might eliminate the guy you're going to use now. Like I said, you got to survive to the next round.
Survive in advance sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
You got to watch the battle, you got to be aware of what's going on, and sometimes you want to reserve your energy, sometimes you want to go all out.
Yeah. But overall, it was a great battle between the two guys.
We are at FIBO live in Miami. We have Small Spartan, we have Ed Barstar's Fitness Buddha, UFCL. It's lit. Smash that subscribe button. I learned that from my niece.
The kids teach us something new every day. But man, and you just look at the list of guys in the building right now, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's
amazing.
Legends, legends. Pioneers of the sport. We got new champions, we got old champions. It's got to be the biggest calisthenics event in the country right now.
It gotta be, it has to be. It has to be. It seems like we probably have taken all the people from the facility are actually at our event now. And you look around, even the guys that work in the other booths are over here.
And Breezy's energy is high. When you're in competition mode though, you know, like that's what happens. Tunnel vision.
Oh yeah. You want to stay focused the whole entire time. And like I said, it's nothing personal against the other guys because we all love each other, but you always want to stay focused when you
There got to be that level of intensity.
Yeah. This must be a hard one to judge because the judges are really taking their time. Let's see. Oh yeah.
And I didn't see it that way personally.
Me neither.
But I would imagine, I'll tell you what the judges judged that on. He didn't hit that clean Hephaestus. That planche was filthy as hell, and I would say that got him taken out of the tournament.
Yeah. That made a big difference. Very big difference in the competition.
To me, that's a surprise, but I could see what the judges were talking about.
Yeah.
He fell a couple times, and then he looked very dirty at the end.
Yeah. I feel like if he would have kept his normal flow going, I think he switched his flow up to try to match Muscle Beach's flow.
He had the strongest round.
Yeah.
Out of all 4 rounds, he had the strongest round, but he also had the worst round. That Hephaestus just, I guess the judges didn't like what they saw, and they eliminated him.
Yeah.
You did a great job, bro. You did a great job.
To me, that's really surprising. That's 2 times now that Muscle Beach King went on against Breezy, and in both battles he was a big underdog.
That was a good battle. Like I said, that one could actually went either way.
Yeah.
At one point, I think Breezy had a better first round. Muscle Beach had a better second round.
The more consistent performance.
Yeah.
It's consistent all the way across.
Yeah.
Breezy came out, lit it up, and in the second round,
slowed it down. Yeah.
Slowed it down. And I guarantee, because I know the judges personally, I've trained with them for years, I would say that they eliminated him because of the lack of cleanliness. My personal preference when I go into a battle, I don't want to throw moves that I'm 50% on. I don't want to throw moves that I can't look strong doing. And so and when you go for those moves, you take a chance. And sometimes it doesn't work out. It didn't work out for Breezy today.
Well, hold on, we may have a recount. All right, do we?
That definitely was the closest battle of the day, and the first one where there's actually maybe a little bit of controversy.
Yeah.
You might ask 5 different people how they seen it, and you might get 5 different answers, you know?
From our standpoint, it looks half and half. Like I said, Muscle Beach had the most consistent, as you said.
Yeah, we might have spoke too soon. We were all calling Breezy's name, and then he didn't finish strong. He didn't finish strong. So don't let us influence what you're seeing. You know, you got to make your own decision. You know, I'm sure some of you guys saw that Breezy was behind in that before the judges announced it. Because right after the judges announced it, I knew what they were talking about.
Me too. That's why I said it took them quite some time to make a decision because it was so close. Like I said, they was going on consistency, cleanness.
Oh, is it going to go into overtime? Is that what they're doing right now?
So they might be doing a bonus round.
It looks like it was so close. They announced the winner already. We announced the winner 2 different times, and it looks like we're going to have to announce the winner a 3rd time. It looks like we're going into the first overtime here. And let me tell you, for both athletes, this is not the way they wanted to go. In a 16-man tournament, 4 battles, to do an extra round to go through, that definitely got to take a lot out of you.
It's gonna, because now you're gonna really try to make sure you win this battle. You're not gonna allow it to be close, so you're gonna go a little bit more harder than you normally do. If you know that, okay, I have another round to go. If they're going 1 round, I'm pretty certain they're gonna throw all big moves here, just to make sure they eliminate one another.
Wow. Wow.
Okay. So
this is live TV, you know what I mean? There's no script here. And I know Breezy personally. I know he's going to give his all on this.
Oh, yes. I see he's going to put out gangers and everything. He's going to put a bag of tricks out now.
Whatever he has, he's going to do.
Yeah, he's going to put a bag of tricks out now. You can guarantee that one.
Representing Staten Island, Bar Crazy, New York City, came all the way down. Both these guys had long flights. They don't want to go home without a win.
Oh no. So now what they're doing, instead of 90 seconds, they have a 30-second overtime battle. So both competitors get 30 seconds, and they're gonna call it.
And it starts with Muscle Beach King. And he's using a lot of strength.
Oh,
He has a lot of pop. And it's like a lot of old school flow. He reminds me a little bit of myself.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Oh, that's painful. I won't even do that anymore because I know how painful that is.
And that's 200 pounds on your biceps coming down like that, man. Oh, Breezy going right into it. He didn't need a warm up. He went straight into it.
And that might have been the strongest move of the whole battle.
Yeah.
And I know the judges don't like the bend arm planche. If I was him, I would take that out of my arsenal for today.
And stick with my dynamics for a while because you know you're losing points.
He got strong
Losing
dynamics.
points.
And he missed that move at the end. And that's the last thing the judges see is a missed move.
Yeah. I think hands down, Muscle Beach takes this one.
To me, it's close. To me, it's close. Those front lever pull-ups were strong.
Yeah.
But that missed move at the end,
I think
it might have been a bad decision right there.
and sometimes the crowd plays a part, and until you do a move and the crowd gets excited, the judges kind of look at that too.
It was an exciting battle.
Yeah.
You know, controversial. And now we're finally going to find out the winner of this one.
I might lean towards Muscle Beach on this one, I think. Let's see. Yeah. We haven't.
And Breezy is upset.
He's
Muscle
upset.
Beach King
Muscle
goes
Beach
on.
takes it up.
And I'm telling you, it's the last move.
It's the last. It's always the last move.
That missed move, it leaves, if you miss your last move, and you could hear the announcer saying 3, 2, 1, and he didn't finish the time before he missed that move. So as your last move, as time's running out, it leaves an impression in the judge's head.
Yeah, you missed it. Like I said, I think that last round that Muscle Beach took, I think he went in, kind of sealed the deal with them. He landed all the moves he needed to land. The whole 30 seconds, he used the whole 30 seconds wisely. So I really think that he did have the overpower to win. What's going on, Fabian?
Thank you. Sorry for that.
This is Fabian Diaz. He's going to be competing later. I'm not battling. You're battling? Are you really?
He's replacing. He's maybe replacing Oldslager, maybe.
And it looks like Team Incredibles, Ralphie. That's why he came over to me. As everyone knows, I'm Johnny Incredibles. Team Incredibles. It looks like he's gonna be the one replacing James Oschlager. He didn't come here to compete today. He's stepping up as an alternate. He came here to support Junior Turbo, be his corner man, help coach him up. And it looks like he's going to be competing today.
Man, you guys had an awesome team, the Team Incredibles. You guys had an awesome team.
Been around a long time.
Yeah.
A long time.
First video was the one you guys did the park where it's like, who goes up first? Miggy. I think Ziggy goes up first on the pre-bars he shoot through. And then all you guys go one at a time.
Oh, at Tompkins Park. Yo, that video was so fun to do.
Yeah.
So fun to do.
It's like one guy comes off. At that time, I was like, man, I like their team, I like their flow. It didn't even look like you guys had to think who's going next. It's like, once he came down, bam. Once he came down, bam.
That was the plan.
Yeah.
That was the plan.
Yeah.
I remember I was talking to Buddha, like in the middle of the video, and he was like, I was like, yo, what should I throw? He's like, yo, just let me rock, son. Just let me rock. We're shooting a video. And Young Hungry starts with some strength, one arm pull-ups.
Okay, he got a little shaky with it, but he held it.
And he comes in with a front lever, closes the grip for the back lever. He's a little bit high. Good for him. Into the one arm.
Nice hold.
Nice hold. And he leaves it there for the judges to see. 5, 6, 7 seconds. Count him up.
Kicks through to a front level, didn't hold it. been holding so long. But I do believe he got some static points for that one arm. Like I said, the guys know who the judges are. So they know what they need to do. They know they have to tighten their game up.
Oh, that looked wild, but he caught it at the end of the day.
Okay. Solid performance first round.
Young and hungry, he came out ready to go. And here we go, Hazelism. The last time he competed was at Coney Island. And he also competed at the very first World Cup in New York City.
Oh, really? And you can tell the bench. He walks in like, all right, let's go.
He has a b-boy history. He's a lot of style points. Slow motion athlete, old school. And he goes into a straddle, changes the grip up into the pullover, front lever, into the back lever.
Super clean, effortless. Okay.
And he walks it down, and he's gonna go over the back. There it is. And he doesn't hit it on the first time. He hits it on the second time. He's gonna dislocate most likely.
The flow is just clean.
And everything went into the other, it was a performance piece.
Yeah.
Old school.
All transitions was just clean.
And he didn't hit that. And it's pretty close right now.
Oh, yeah.
And he's going to have to hit a little bit more dynamics if he wants to go through. Young and Hungry didn't hit too much dynamics. He did have that one 360. It wasn't the cleanest. So this is basically anybody's battle right now. And out of all the previous battles, these guys look like they're very closely matched up. And two of the better guys in the tournament, actually.
Yeah. And then training with those mouth guards in is killer too. You ever train with a mouth guard?
No, I don't want to.
Your endurance goes from your first set is gonna be your best set. I'm telling you that now. Your first set is gonna be your best set. Once you put the mouth guard in, you can't breathe in to exert energy. You're doing a static, you can't breathe out.
And it's in the rules, all the competitors gotta use the mouth guard. And
Yeah.
I'm sure I've trained with a lot of these guys, they don't train with them.
No.
So that is gonna affect their performance.
Yes, I can, like, so you wear those mouth guards, you can't breathe in, you can't breathe out.
Young and Hungry, it doesn't look so clean right here.
Yeah.
Ralphie, who comes in as an alternate, is gonna have a great chance to come through and possibly go on. But of course, they're not going to give it to him. He's going to have to come out. He's going to have to perform.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he hasn't been training for it. Just like
he hasn't been training for competitions. We've been at New York Sports Club.
Exactly.
You know, I train with him. You know, we both come from Astoria, Queens. You know, we train together all the time.
Yeah.
So like, he didn't come down here ready to compete. I promise.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know he didn't come prepared. Let's think about being a good athlete. You don't have to come prepared. You know what you're capable of doing.
He's been doing this a long time.
Exactly.
He's been doing this a long time. An opportunity came up, and he stepped right up.
Yeah.
He stepped right up.
That's exactly what I mean.
Put some Drake on the side. You know what I'm saying? Like.
The flag opens it, scissor kicks, and he's holding it for time, letting the judges see that he has mastery over this movement.
Yeah.
You got this, G. You got this. I want to see the whole match.
And Small Sport hyping him up
And you can see it, you ever laugh, man.
like a pit bull. Hold that.
Hold that. Hold that. Put the mic down, everything.
Miami Fit Expo 2019.
So honestly, like I said earlier, guys, I really think we have the biggest crowd in the whole building now because you look around us, the guys at the other booths are not even paying attention. Oh.
If I was him, I would get back on the bar and use a little time. He looks a little done.
Yeah. Like I said, he hasn't been training for comps in a while.
How bad do you want it? Two little spins at the end. This one is going to be a close one.
Yeah.
I have no idea how the judges are going to see this.
Yeah. Like I said, you can go from it.
These athletes have got Fritz, the one that looks like Offset. And then we got
Offset.
Fabian, the president of the UFCL, Ed Barstars.
All right. So they give it to Young Hungry.
Good job. RKL, UFCL.
UFCL, baby.
UFCL.
Welcome to FIBO, live in Miami. It's lit! Lit!
give him a big round of applause. And then we got one new.
We got two more battles in the first round. LOD and Wamu, Jacob Rivera and Cameron Taylor.
Don't forget, we also have a women's battle too.
The women's, the initial opening championship matchup between Miss Toasty and Christy Woolley from the UK.
It's going to be a nice battle.
That's going to be an interesting battle.
Big shout out to the judges, big shout out.
Because they're trained by like some of the best guys in the world. So you really want to see how they style. You really see the style they have and how they adapt to it. I think Cristian will have more of the British style, the London guy style, and I do think that Miss Tyson will have more of the New York style feel.
And I've been training with Miss Toasty since she got into the sport, and she has her own style. You know, she does her own thing up there. So like, you're not really gonna see. She's gonna throw the 360s. She's gonna throw the back lever. She's gonna throw a lot of the moves that you see. But she adds her own flair. She got her own style, and I haven't seen other female or male athletes do some of the stuff she does. So that's gonna be a good one. Christy actually has a lot more competition experience, but I seen them on the bars earlier today, and Miss Toasty looks clean. She's ready to go.
This is going to be nice because I know Cameron's from Tennessee, where we from. He has a lot of moves. It's all about how he feels throwing them. Like I know he'll throw them most times, but he has a nice flow.
And it looks like he came in a little too strong today, maybe.
But their statics are tip top. I watch these guys train. Their statics are tip top.
And if he could recover from those falls, seeing the way he's moving, I could see him going to a final. But he gotta come through this battle first.
Yes, exactly. Like I said, when it comes to I watch these guys, him and Ian, their teammates be off in the same place. I watch them train. Their statics are always going to be strong. Their dynamics might be the problem sometimes. He'll land them, he'll miss them. He'll land them, he'll miss them. So like you said,
It depends on the set. If he has a strong day, he could come through.
Oh yeah. If he's second guessing himself, he might not have a strong performance. You know what I mean? All right, I might catch his move. He's not going to catch it. But if he comes right in, he's going to land it.
We're going to see right now if he's going to land it. And he's missed a lot today.
Missed a lot. And these are moves I've seen him catch like effortlessly.
And that's what happens in a competition. The energy is a little intensified. All eyes are on you.
Yeah.
And again, this is the opening tournament. We have a championship tournament later on featuring Brazilian Blue, two-time world champ Daniel Lazons, and Nikki Makes from California, West Coast Warriors.
Yeah.
Gavin Motion.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be very interesting.
And it's crazy that the crowd we have on hand, that we have athletes in the audience that could step up and compete. That's how this sport is.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Comes out very strong. Very strong.
Very strong. We don't want to talk too soon. Remember what happened just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, that's true.
But he's hitting his dynamics. His statics looks clean. And honestly, this might be the cleanest out of the whole tournament.
Yes, it is. So he threw a flavor of everything. He gave some dynamics, he gave some static.
He hit the front lever, hit the back lever, he went into the one arm. Next level statics, next level dynamics. Hits that flag. We got Muscle Beach in here. He's going to the second round. And we're going to see who goes to the second round from this battle.
So let's see what he throws next. He got into it, but he didn't hold it. He definitely got into it. He didn't hold it. I don't think he'll get any points for it. Show him complete control of that back lever, man.
And you just gotta think, what's gonna stand out to the judges? Is that cleanliness gonna shine through, or is that missed move gonna overshadow it and take away from it? You never know how the judges are gonna see things.
He definitely had a better first round, most definitely. In order for Cameron to catch up, he has to throw all his dynamics. He has to land his dynamics.
And he's definitely the cleaner athlete.
Yeah.
But just because you're cleaner doesn't mean you're going to win.
No.
Come on! And he has to do something here. He's clearly behind. And it's a good start. A one-arm handstand is a great start to a comeback.
I think he's over his nervous stage now. I think he's good now.
And that's a one-arm handstand flag, which is an even higher level. Front lever pull-ups. It looks like he got the nerves out of his system.
I watch these guys train, man.
But
go ahead.
He hit the statics in the first round. When he throws these dynamics, then we're going to see if he has a chance to take this battle.
Yeah. I said if he throws these dynamics, he might take it, unless I don't know. You never know what he might throw. You never know what they might throw.
And you never know what the judges are going to see.
Yeah. So you really can't call it now.
We got the shrimp, but if he doesn't miss it, that might seal the deal.
Yeah. He's going for it again.
He hits it that time. Now you gotta think that his opponent is in the background watching this, knowing that he doesn't have to hit the most complex flows. His opponent already had 3 falls. He just gotta come in, have a clean set, in and out, and he can move on.
Unless the judges see otherwise, but from our standpoint, what we see here is he just needs a clean set. That's all I'm saying.
A clean set, no mistakes, and he should be moving on.
Yeah.
But we're going to see right now. I heard him talking about this before the competition. Not too many people utilize that part of the dip bar set. And he wants to show that he also has the one-arm handstand.
He says he's going to go for it.
But he doesn't hit it. He hits the bar on the way down. That was a clean straddle planche. And he hit the bar on the way down, and he still hit it clean.
Yeah.
And he's playing it a little safe here. If he hits 2 or 3 dynamics here, it should be enough. He is playing it a little safe, but if he hits some dynamics and he doesn't fall, it should be enough.
I I think he's going back to the ground again. I really think he needs to go for dynamics.
But sometimes when you're out there, we see things from the outside. It's so clear. As an athlete, your body feels a certain way, and you might know you don't have that dynamic in you. You know, you might know you might need to hit it, but you
know you don't have it.
So you're gonna have to show, and he just doesn't want to mess up. He's playing a little safe. He chalked up though. It looks like he's ready to go.
All right, let's see what he goes with. Oh.
And that is a big fall.
Yeah, I'm glad.
And the lack of dynamics in the second round could possibly take him out of the competition.
Yeah. I really think this is going to be the deciding moment because he stuck with statics, and I think he should have threw more dynamics. He came out strong with dynamics in the second round. He threw in it. So,
and we've seen what happened with Muscle Beach King and Breezy earlier. So you got to mix it up. You got to be clean. It got to be a little bit of everything. And like, this one's going to be a close one.
The judges are making their decisions now. All right, there we go.
And it didn't hold him back this time, but in the future, he's going to want to have to mix it up a little bit more. Going on, the competition's going to get harder and harder and harder. Yeah. Anyone who goes through, they're going to have the statics, they're going to have the dynamics. So if you don't mix it up, you're not going to go through.
Yeah. I think he takes it this time because Karen had way too many misses, way too many failed attempts. Other than that, it was a good battle between both of them. Karen just missed too many moves when it came down.
It came out a little too strong.
Yeah, it came out too strong. They just missed too many moves. Overall, great performance out of both guys.
It was very strong. And I could tell by watching them move, at the gym, they must be like beasts. Probably two of the biggest beasts.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, so I watch these guys train, man. I'm like, man, catching everything. But like I said, it's different when you're in a competition because now you're not working out for yourself. You're trying to beat the next guy.
And you only got one shot.
You got
one shot.
Yeah, it's not like
they say your 90-second starts. You can't say stop. And
I beat you right now. Let's go rematch real quick.
Yeah, like after you go, that's it.
That's it. You lost.
And this one's going to be interesting. Ramu is known for his strength. And LOD is all the way from London. He's also known for his strength. This is going to be a great one. I would think LOD has a little advantage on the dynamics.
Yeah.
But Wamu has excellent strength.
Yeah.
One of the best in the whole sport. Definitely in the country.
Oh, yeah. We had, what, 29, 30 muscle ups straight? I think.
A lot.
That's a lot. I want to say about 30, 35 muscle ups straight.
And you see he came out, he threw his 360 early in the set, gets it out of the way. Now he goes into his bread and butter, racks up those points.
Yeah.
If I were him, I would throw a little bit more dynamics, but I see his strategy.
He's sticking to what he knows, but he's making sure he's throwing everything. He's throwing some statics, he's putting some power moves in there, putting a little creativity to it.
The nice transfer. And that's a very difficult move. I'm training that move, and like it takes flexibility, it takes strength. And then he does it with a one arm. I don't think I've ever seen that.
No.
I've never seen that. And I've been in this sport a long time. So when I say I haven't seen something, like it's amazing.
Yeah, like I said, I had 6 years, and in 6 years I never seen that.
More strength from Wamu, more strength, and then as we've seen earlier, Bar Spartan gets in their face. If they touch the dip bars, he's going to get right in their face.
But leaving some punches, he's in your face.
And now we have LOD.
One leg beast.
And it looks like he's going to start with some strong dynamics. And he's ready to go. This might be the strongest dynamic set we've seen. Right into that pull, and we have another player in this tournament.
Oh, yes.
He came out flying.
Yeah. You got the crowd back into it, people.
You got the crowd going.
The crowd back into it.
A little style, walking it out to the other side.
Now, dynamic-wise, yeah, he threw more dynamic so far. Strength-wise, I think he still goes to Wamu right now on the strength base.
But then you got to also remember the eye test. The eye test. It's not just about the difficulty of the move.
Yeah.
And he's not done. He's not done. Impossible into a full punch. He didn't hit it for quite 3 seconds, but he went for it. He got into it. We never know how the judges are going to see that. That front lever is not as clean as could be.
Kind of shaky on it. He's going for a backflip.
And overall, that was strong. Close first round.
Yeah, he's a big dude. You stay next to the guy's huge. Guy's huge.
I would say between the two of them, he definitely looks like the more athletic of the two, and Wamu looks like the stronger of the two.
Yeah.
And that's a one-finger pull-up into one-arm muscle, a clean one-arm muscle up, not even dynamic. You don't see that very often. Even his 360s are not so dynamic. A lot of strength in them.
Like he pulls so high, it looks effortless.
That's an entrada de Angel, the highest level professional you could do. You will not see that in almost any tournament. This guy is a strength specialist, and that's going to rack up the points.
Yes. And it's effortless, man. Like, he has no strain, no struggle.
One move to the next. He's a strength specialist. Statics are his bread and butter, and he's showing the judges everything he could do.
So I noticed later, all the guys have decided to use their whole entire time frame. I noticed that they decided to just go ahead and use all 90 seconds, which might be the smart thing to do, because now you get down to the nitty gritty, you get down to the last of the guys, and you really want to get as many points as you possibly can.
Like, you got to think, the more time the judges see you, that stays in their head.
Yeah.
So, like, if you use 90 seconds, if you use 30 seconds as a point to 90 seconds, that's like, they have one more minute to go by, one more minute of memory of you.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's those little things that, like, a battle will come down to an inch, you know, and those are little things that count.
You like, remember, he threw this movement here at the last 10 seconds. And you only had 30 seconds on the bar. You're like, well, I saw all your 30 seconds, but the guy stays 90.
And you remember who you saw. Like, if you were like, who won that? And then, like, the other guy, you don't have so much of a memory. He was only on the bar 20 seconds. He's not going to stand out to you.
No, the guys are there for the guy.
All right, he went for a big move there.
Handstand dislocate. Straight bar.
And he missed it.
So he's going for it again.
And he missed it
twice. So he's
that strong dynamic set in the beginning, it might not be enough to save him. Wamu showed a lot of strength. He's going to have to hit here. If he doesn't hit, I think like he could be gone.
Yeah. He just missed a third attempt on another power move.
His planche is definitely stronger, but Wamu just showed a lot. A lot.
He catches it, but it wasn't so clean. Let me catch his arm on it.
And you could see he came out flying, and his endurance is not lasting throughout the whole battle. That could come back to haunt him.
I think he brought through his dynamic power early. Now he's kind of, you can tell that he's kind of fatiguing a little bit.
That's what happens in the competition. Your muscles get tight. You come out flying, and they tighten up right away. So you're not going to be able to be on the bar like you would be in the gym for an hour and a half. You could shoot your wad in the first 30 seconds.
You can tell right now the conditioning between the two are different. He's there.
And Wamu just paced himself for the whole battle. Very consistent. If I had to call it, if I had to call it, I would say Wamu would win, but you never know. He did come out strong, but I'd rather finish strong than come out strong.
If he would have saved those moves for the second round that came out, I think he definitely would have taken it. But since he didn't really throw any dynamics, that was it. So I don't know how. It's going to be close. But if I pick, I would go with Wamu, I think.
Yeah, I would too.
But we could be wrong. We could be wrong. The judges might see it different.
I've seen judges call it the wrong way before. I've seen them like call some battles are close, and this one wasn't. It wasn't like it was not close.
Yeah.
He definitely took the first round.
Yeah, he definitely took the first round.
And he goes ahead.
All right.
And it looks like Wamu's lack of dynamic movements definitely held him back. He did not get a lot of points with his dynamic judge.
I think his first round probably kind of won it over for him, you know what I mean?
He did come out, he got the crowd right into
He
it.
came out, so I think he probably kind of got the crowd into it. The moves he throwing, kind of got everyone on the side with it.
Who went through here?
So I think we have a brief intermission right now.
That's the end of the first round.
Yeah.
So the 8 that went through was Cory Serrata, Young and Hungry, Connor Tyson, Cade Hardin took out Cristian, then we got Kofi from London taking out It's Golden from Memphis, Muscle Beach King in an amazing overtime battle takes out Breezy, Jacob takes out Cameron, and LOD in a close battle edges out Wamu.
So I think the ladies battle might go up next, and then they might get to the main event battle.
No, I think the ladies are going.
I think it's the girls then. I'm not certain yet.
Yeah. No, I think that. Or do they go? I thought they were going live. I thought they were co-main event.
Yeah. I think the girls.
Oh, yeah, they are warming
they're
up.
gonna go back to the preliminary, and then the main event be last.
And you see,
I don't think so. So right now, everyone, since they have a brief intermission, talk to us. Yeah, talk to us.
yeah, if you want to ask me any questions, hit me up on the IG, Johnny Incredibles. I also have my personal IG, Johnny Guns NYC. And if you want even to hit up Team Incredibles IG, I'll be checking all of them, answering any questions. And Shad bar none.
I just put it on the screen for you, everybody. There you go. Follow that, Rashad bar none. Or you can find me at Control Movements. Anywhere it goes, DM me. We answer your questions. We have about, I want to say about 10 minutes. So send some questions. Calisthenics based. Anything you have me and Johnny, send it to us. Watch the live feed of us. How about that?
Oh, we're going to be on the YouTube, I think. YouTube and Facebook.
YouTube, what is it?
UFCL Sports.
Again, big shout out to the sponsors, chosen food.
Take out the space maybe.
You guys look like you guys are having fun.
Oh, here we are.
We're chilling.
Here we are.
We're chilling.
See,
Yo.
that's the good thing about us. We can talk bad about everybody. You guys can't. We can tell you, oh, you had a bad performance, and they can't get mad at us.
I was looking over and you guys look like professionals, like, you know, having conversations with each other and shit.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna take a brief intermission, and we'll be right back. We're live here in FIBO, Miami. Tune in, UFCL Sports on YouTube and on Facebook, and we'll be right back.